Hi, today I want to share another breathing exercise with you. And why do I stress so much on breathing? Well, there are a couple of reasons for that. The first one is that the situation we're in, like with the uncertainty, the lack of routines, having to come up with solutions for the problems we're facing on a day-to-day basis, is causing a lot of stress. Our body is out of routines. Our brains need more brain power to process what's going on. And we might even, kind of worry and feel fearful. So our body is experiencing stress. And when our body experiences stress, our sympathetic nervous system is activated. And to give you a little bit of background, our sympathetic nervous system exists of two parts. One is the sympathetic part and the other one is the parasympathetic part. When we're stressed, the sympathetic part is more aroused and it helps us to become active, to do the things we have to do, but it also causes an increase in muscle tension, it increases our breath, and it increases our focus to go up into our heads because, it's kind of the survival part of our nervous system. To calm that down and to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, that helps us to feel more relaxed, that helps us to sleep better and to digest in a better way. Our breath is the most easy accessible tool we have. So by especially using the out breath is really calming down the sympathetic nervous system and is activating the parasympathetic part of that system. So that's the first reason. The other reason is that by focusing on our breath, we connect to our body. And our body is an essential part to activate parts in our brains that give us our sense of self. So if we are stressed and our attention is up in our heads and we don't pay attention to our breath and it's up and shallow, we lose the connection with ourselves. We lose our sense of self. So breathing, taking a couple of minutes of breathing like throughout your day a couple of times will help you to feel connected to yourself, to bring down the anxiety in your brain, and in that way have a better, feel better and less stressed, and your head will become more calm. The exercise for today is a more complicated one, and I first will show you a couple of times. I will show you a couple of the sequences so you see what I'm doing, and then I will explain what you can focus on while doing the breathing. I'll do the breathing exercise in Sesa, so I sit on a meditation pillow. If you're not used to sitting Sesa, you can also do this exercise on a chair or cross-legged, whatever feels comfortable for you, as long as you have the possibility to really have your upper body upright. So the breathing sequence looks like this. You can do this sequence like 4 or 5 times, like a couple of repetitions to really calm your yourself down. And what it does is that it unifies the mind and the body, and it helps you to coordinate your breath and your mind. And the things you can focus on during the breath is that when you make the inhale through your nose, you imagine the air going out to the back of your head into the space behind you. So you breathe in this direction and feeling the air kind of circling through your spine into your lower belly. What you saw me doing at the end of the in-breath is kind of, making, kind of biting or inhaling the last part. Like taking a bite of something, an apple or so, like, and you kind of absorb it into your system. And then what you do is that you press the air down, so you have the air and you kind of press it down into your lower belly. You contract your pelvic muscles, you contract your abdomen, and you bring it all the way down. Really concentrate on your center, so the part like 2 to 3 fingers under your belly button, and the where what we also use for centering, to bring your attention there. And in the beginning, it can feel a little uncomfortable to compress the air in your lower abdomen. So it's really important to stay focused on the one point and to start to try to relax and soften as many muscles as possible. So really kind of settle into that discomfort and start loosening and softening the muscles in your diaphragm and your lower abdomen and your chest area. Then hold the breath there for a little bit. And then when you feel you have to breathe out again, you start through your nose, and then at some point you will at some point start to feel when you can change towards your mouth. So after breathing in and contracting, you go you slowly change from your nose into your mouth. And what you imagine is that your breath is going all the way to the horizon. So really is kind of projecting into space, connecting yourself with the world and the space around you. And at the end of the breath, when you have the sense that there's no breath left, you just kind of move forward a little bit and you have a last exhale. There's always a little bit of air left in your system. You hold that, and then at some point you feel a natural impulse to breathe in again through your nose, and you slowly come back up in an upright position, and the whole cycle starts anew. So one more time, you breathe in, press down, so you breathe in, last inhale, you press down, you hold it, relax all your muscles, your diaphragm, keep bringing your focus to your one point, to your center, hold it, breathe out, and when you think there's no breath left, move forward. Feel when there's a natural impulse to breathe in again and come upright. It's a little bit of a coordinative breathing pattern, but once you have it, it really helps you to invigorate yourself and to really calm your nervous system. So it's a really good way to feel yourself, to reconnect to yourself, and to awaken your inner key energy. So good luck with that, and keep being updated. You can subscribe to my channel. Also check into the daily centering practices that I'm doing right now. So check my website at keytochange.nl. and there you find links to the centering practice and some other things that might be useful for you. Okay, hope to see you back soon.